just so you know, it's being recorded. All right, everyone. Welcome to our Kanoe Wellness team call. It is already almost mid-July, which I think is insane. I don't want it to be mid-July yet, but it is. And so many things are happening. So I'm going to share my screen and we'll get our call started with Zisha here in just a second. Oops. See if I can not mess this up tonight. Here we go.
Okay, so I just whipped this one up together real fast. If you can play matchup with our LLV, what do I fight, maintain, or support? So which one of these fights free radicals with the oxidant vitamins A, C, and E? Which one of these maintains joint health and mobility and may help increase blood flow during exercise? And the last one, do I help support mental clarity and brain function? I'll give you guys about a minute and a half, and then we'll jump to the answers.
I'm a little embarrassed. I'm not sure if I know the exact answers.
How about D, all of the above? Shoot.
Correct.
Thank you.
Okay, we can
I
jump
think the
to
one with brain clarity, mental clarity, and brain function.
Go for it, Bernice. I guess that's a E omega.
I was thinking
clarity and brain. I don't know.
Oh, my notes are on the
Oh,
slide.
oh,
Okay,
those
good.
are oil.
Jump to the next one and read the bottom.
Oh, okay, good. Oh, here comes the answer. Yay. Oh, okay. I did not have it right. Shoot.
Okay, I was thinking the vitamins went with the vitamins and minerals. So that one I was thinking was the VMZ.
Very, very good.
I mean, if you take off 3, they all work, right?
Right. Gotta work somehow, somewhere.
But you know you're gonna have someone who's gonna ask.
Right. This is very good. Thank you.
Yeah.
So good. And then I would never think the E omegas increase blood flow during exercise. And then joint health. That is true, huh?
I read a lot more about it, and they really recommend a healthy lifestyle with it. So the exercise, the eating right, and then these are going to help to support you more if you make other changes in your life as well.
I better make sure I take the Alpha CRS consistently.
I agree.
With active.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to laugh so loud, Jan.
No, very true. And that's a good reminder too, Zisha. It's such a foundation, but we also have to remember other choices we make in our day-to-day lives too. So yes, these are great. Thank you for that reminder and our fun little opener tonight. I'm gonna hand it off next to Janice. Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, everyone, I wanted to recognize Lisa Video Wall. Yay!
Cute, the kids.
Yeah, so
Yay!
you know me, I love visual, right? So you can tell here, Lisa is one of my awesome builders. She's blossoming, so I know I really wanted to highlight her. She's been very patient with me. Every time I've been like, come on, Lisa, let's go, let's do this. And, you know, she's so receptive and very, you know, like a sponge too. Anyway, so here you can see like she values family big lots. I mean, I totally admire her for like putting her family first and just, you know, leading her family, you know, in life. And she also has Christ helping her along the way as well. Of course, her love for children. She's an educator as well, and doTERRA built her. So I'm just so happy and proud to have her on our team, on my team as well. And I always look forward to talking to her and just listening to her wisdom and all the things that she shares. And I really appreciate how much that she brings to, you know, our team as well. And also being so very open-minded and, you know, and always asking questions, which is awesome because it's like, yeah, me, I don't know that too. Let's find that out, you know, and because we're on this learning journey together. So I really appreciate her questioning and just being, you know, very open to things that I, you know, bring up and try together. So I think with this LLV challenge that's coming up, like I really like feel so happy to do this also with her because like she's kind of like helped out where she's also reached out and started with sharing, you know, the LLV challenge with her sister and one of her friends and then her cousin or sister-in-law, yeah. And so yeah, and I don't know, I can't stop talking about her. She is just an awesome person. She's very kind. Yeah, I thank you, Lisa, for allowing me to be part of your life, and I'm happy that you are part of ours. Yay!
We're so happy that you hopped on tonight, Lisa, and we like to do our builder spotlights so we can get to know each other and also celebrate each other. So we're so happy that you jumped into this challenge with the LLV and got some of your customers going. And Janice had shared before we started that you have had such success with your supplements with your family that this is something that you were maybe even more, you know, prone to share with people. So we're so glad that you've had that success and that you're sharing that with other people too right now. So thank you. Do you want to say anything? There's no pressure.
No, thank you. This is so unexpected. I don't know if I live up to everything that Jan said, but thank you folks for all of your support because I don't, half the time I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to do my best. And that's the protocol, right? You folks say in the other meeting, yeah. I'm doing the best that I can.
That is right. And we're so glad you are doing the best that you can with our team. So thank you, Lisa.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we're going to keep moving on, but we're going to come back to that LLV challenge in just a moment. Hello, I was muted. One of our main topics tonight is about doing some movements on your teams. We talked in the past a lot about strategy. We've had a call about our power of 3. We had a fun game about rank maybe last month or so. And so we all have these goals. We have our rank goals, we have our power of 3 goals, and of course we have our goals to support our customers. And so one thing that I've learned over time is I've learned a lot of different strategies to make sure I can support those customers, I can support my builders, and I can also push for those bonuses and ranks. And so the more you know about placements and moves within your team, then the better you are to actually make it happen, because then you can be strategic, which is definitely one of my strengths. So if you've ever asked yourself or gotten confused about where you should move someone after they enroll, or if you want to move someone later, like a month after you move them, you're like, oh no, I don't want them in that spot, I want them somewhere else. Or maybe out of the blue, you have a new builder and they're related to someone else that's on a different part of your team, and you want to figure out how to put them together. Or you just want to really push for a certain rank and you want to be strategic about where people are. If you know how to move people, then you can get to those goals. You can get those, family members or friends and family closer together, because that's going to give more support to those people. So tonight we're going to go over some of those, but feel free, because sometimes I'll get talking. So interrupt me if you have a question about something, because I've done a bunch of these over time. So these are the different ways that you can move people. And I actually rank them from like the easiest and the most basic ways to the most complicated on the bottom. And kind of wherever you are in your journey with your team, you might not be at some of these. The last couple you might not have done it before, but it's good just to know that it's out there, because one day you will, and you'll want to know how to do all of them. So that the first one on there is our 14-day sponsor move, which is pretty much when you enroll someone, you have 14 days to move them anywhere on your team. And that's kind of a crucial time, because you have to make a decision in this short amount of time on where they're going to benefit most, who's going to support them. Could also be you have to figure out if they might do the business or not. Kind of depends on where you're going to put them. And then you also need to make sure, that volume's going with them when you move them. So you want to make sure they're bringing volume to where you actually need it. So there's a lot to think about when you're doing those, that first 14-day move. So definitely, if you ever are unsure of something, ask your upline, because they can help you and give you advice on where to put them. But that's definitely the very easiest. And the next one we're going to talk about, and I have a slide next, is on the 6-month inactive move, which is kind of an easier one, but there's some moving parts, as well as this upgrade enroll move. And then these last two, which are account transfer and account swap, those require a little bit more work, but still very worth it. So yes, so we're going to move to the next one. And I didn't say this, but there's so many resources out there to understand these a little bit better. So I'm just going to kind of give a overview of each of them. So this 6-month inactive move is a really great way to move people who have been inactive for 6 months. So you can look in your back office to see if they've ordered anything in the last 6 months. And if they haven't, and you can look up their last order date, then they're eligible to move anywhere on your team, like anywhere, which is really, really nice. So to do that, they need to send an email to placements, and they have to use the email that they registered their account with to send this email. And then they have to use a specific template. So I just made up this name, Sam. So I'm Sam. Maybe I enrolled with, let's say, Janice a long time ago, and I haven't ordered anything. And I want to get moved on my team, or let's say Janice wants to move me somewhere else on her team. She can reach out to that person and ask them to send a specific email to doTERRA, and be transparent. You don't have to be secretive about it. You can just say, hey, could you please do me a big favor? If you could send this email to doTERRA, it would be so helpful for me and my team. And add it with something that you could give them, like, I'll gift you a lemon, or I'll get you a little spritzer as a thank you. It's always a win-win to give it up, give something to them for doing it, and I think it's always really important to be transparent, because you don't want to make them feel like you're hiding something, because you're not. You're just trying to make sure they're getting the most support they can, as well as supporting you where you are with your business, which is really nice. So you have to have them send this email with this template. And I like to always fill the template out ahead of time and forward it to them, so they can just send it straight to doTERRA, and they don't have to really do anything. So it literally takes like a minute for them to just press forward and send it straight there. And I'll say that in my text message too. I'll say, hey, it'll take like a minute just to forward it on for me, and it would really help my team a lot. Good question, Bernice. These actually can be, and this is a good question for a couple of reasons. It could be anyone who has an account, and they could be from a different team. But of course, doTERRA's policy and our team policy is to make sure if they reach out to you and they're like, I want to be on your team. I haven't been getting support. I really see what you're doing, and I want to learn more. I would welcome them with open arms and have them do this. But I wouldn't go out there and like say, hey, come move on my team, send this email, and try to pull people on our team. Of course, we want people on our team, but we also want them to be coming in a way that we are acting with integrity. So yes, you can definitely do this. And I'll be honest, I've had two people over the last 7 years ask me to be on my team, because they enrolled with some random person who they didn't really know anymore. Oh, actually 3. And so I said, oh yeah, sure, of course you can. And I kind of double checked. I'm like, are you sure? Because I don't want to be pulling you from somebody else. And they're like, no, I don't even know who this person was, blah, 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 blah. So then I went ahead and then I sent them the email, and then I had them move to a part of my team, which, yeah, I'm really grateful they did that, because they noticed I was doing doTERRA, and so they came to me. And I think that goes to show that, when you're present and people know you do doTERRA, they'll come to you too. So good question. Yes, it is. And they're awesome people that I just did one. Camille's Pampered Chef. Camille was one of them. I don't know if some of you I had on my Pampered Chef party. She's so cool. So yeah, this definitely can work that way. So if you ever have a friend who's like, oh my gosh, I used to have an account, I don't use it anymore, you could definitely say, is that person supporting you? And if they're not, you could put it out there, if you were interested in getting back into doTERRA, you could either, and just give them the information, reactivate and go back on your friend's team, or you could reactivate and I could support you. But always make it up to them what their decision is on that one. All right. So yeah, that's the 6-month inactive move. And I've done this a bunch, so I kind of have this template saved on my past email, so I'll just go copy and paste it a lot. All right, so getting into the little bit more complicated, the next type of movement that you guys can do, that we all can do, is have a wholesale customer do something called, I call it an upgrade enroll move, but these are just my terms. I don't know, there's probably more official terms out there. But if you have anyone who's a wholesale customer on your team who has been enrolled for 90 days or more, they are able to do an upgrade move, which means they would need to upgrade their account to a wellness advocate. And then they would have to also enroll someone with a 100 PV order within 14 days of that upgrading. And then you can move them anywhere on your team. If they did that, if they upgrade, you automatically, as their enroller, get an email alerting you that someone upgraded, that they upgraded their account, which is really nice, because then you could reach out to whoever upgraded, if they did this randomly, and say, hey, I would really, I'm ready to help you as a wellness advocate, and if you're able to enroll someone in the next 2 weeks, then I can put you on a spot on my team where I can support you even more. So that's kind of nice that you get that little alert. And this is actually a newer change. We didn't used to be able to move anyone who just upgraded. But doTERRA really wanted to support us builders, and they knew that sometimes people after a considerable amount of time or being customers for a while randomly upgrade and start doing the business. So they wanted to give us an opportunity to put our personally enrolled people in places that would be more, I guess, helpful for us to support them, kind of in more strategic places so that we can support them just as much, or actually even more. Because it's harder to support someone who's on your 5th level than someone who's on maybe your 1st or 2nd, if they're in one of those key spots. So thank you to doTERRA. They did this about maybe a year or 2 ago, maybe 2 years. But it is tricky because of this 14-day window. And a couple of us on the team have forgotten about that, both the 90-day window and the 14-day window. So if this happens to you, or if someone asks you about it, just ask one of your leaders and we can give you advice to help you be as strategic as possible, and help them, support them with how to reach out to people and follow up and educate so that they can find that person to enroll. But I love this way to move people. It's pretty smart because you can support them more, and you also can be building your team the way you want to. So it's really nice. Okay, the next 2 I kind of put on the same slide because they're similar. So an account transfer and account swap are similar because you are asking to move people outside of our policy of movement. So you have to do an exception. You're doing exception to the policy. So an account transfer is an exception you might ask for when you have a customer, either a brand new customer that hasn't enrolled yet, or someone who's been a customer for a while. If they wanted to take over one of your teams, let's say your builder says, hey, I don't really feel like doing the business anymore, it's not the right time for me, then you can have a customer do an account transfer into that spot and take over your team. So I've done a bunch of these, and I actually have people on the team, I'm looking at you, did an account transfer. Beth did one. Zaisha didn't do account transfer. She did a 6-month move. Tawny did an account transfer into her spot a long time ago. So yeah, I feel like I've done a ton of these over time, and I know some of my leaders have done some themselves. So yes, these ones you have to go into your back office, and there's a spot under placements that give more details in how to, but it's definitely something you'll want to walk through with your leader for the first time when you do one of these. And then the other one is a swap. And I'm going to be honest, I've never done a swap before, but it is possible. If you wanted to swap one of your wellness advocates with another wellness advocate right above and beneath each other, can't be 2 teams away, but directly above and beneath, you can do a swap that way. And I have to say, maybe you can do one, you can ask for these exceptions, and then the committee, after looking at your reasoning, either accept it or they deny it. So you want to make sure it's a move, both of these, where everyone benefits. So you just have to kind of explain the situation. These are rarer, and you're not going to do these all the time, but if something ever came up and you wanted to do one of these, just reach out. We're all able to help you with that. And then the last thing I just wanted to say about these before, if you guys have questions, is just some kind of basic tips. And I think kind of touched on this already, but we're working with people. We always want to honor them, and we also want to make sure we are putting people and moving people around so that people are getting the best support possible, whether they're a customer or a new builder. And then we also want to make sure we're communicating with everyone that's involved with any types of moves. Even when you enroll someone and you do that basic 14-day move, let that person know if you're putting a new person on their team. Even if they're not super active with their business, they should know what's happening. Like, hey, I just enrolled someone and I put them on your team. Let them know so they know too that that you're helping them out and that you're, helping their businesses and their teams grow. That's only going to give them more motivation to communicate more and get more involved with the whole process. And then also remember, we want these moves to be in the best of all. I kind of said that already. And at the same time, you're balancing that with being strategic and your goals and all the things. So it's kind of a lot to think about, but take it, one at a time. But I always want to remind everyone, don't forget about the easiest move, those 6-month moves. Even if that person's not ordering right now, they could order tomorrow and you would kick yourself because you'd say, oh, I was going to send them that 6-month move email and they just ordered and they're not on a place in your team you want that volume. So BOGOs are coming. I highly recommend in the next week or less, go through your team, look for people who haven't ordered for a long time and ask them to send that email in for you. Offer a gift or just tell them you'll be so grateful if you don't have extra product to give. But definitely go for that low-hanging fruit and see if you can make some of those moves this week so that your team is more set up for your goals and what's to come. So yes, there is movements and just a little bit about placements. Do you have any questions? Because that was kind of a lot of back office nitty-gritty movement stuff. It's quiet. All right. Hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully that wasn't just like over our heads. It is a lot of information. It does get tricky, but it also is, I feel like, easier than it has ever been to move people around, because when I started, they didn't have that upgrade thing. I didn't understand placements or exceptions at all. So now I understand more and I'm really excited to help anyone with these types of things on their teams moving forward. All right, we're going to keep moving forward tonight then. One last thing before I hand it off to Tani is about our Lifelong Vitality Challenge that our wonderful visionary leaders are hosting for us. We talked about this 2 weeks ago, and I know a bunch of you like hit the pavement and you talked to your customers and you got people excited and you have some people ready for the challenge. It is starting in 1 week for the 10-day challenge of taking our LLV every day. And there's our kickoff call tomorrow. So hopefully everyone got the Zoom link. If you didn't, it was posted in the Visionary Leaders Facebook group. And I'm almost positive if you registered, you probably got the link emailed straight to you from them. It starts on the 19th. If you haven't ordered your product or sent it to those people that are participating or however you're doing it, make sure you do that as soon as possible because you have 1 more week to get it to them. And then Dr. Josie is having kind of a call on, I think she's just joining the Visionary Leaders basic, I don't want to say basic, but their morning Wednesday calls at 7 a.m. For everyone to hop on. I know it's early, so you can always watch the replay. I followed up with some people today. So it's not too late because I just invited a few more people today. I have 3 people doing it right now. So I'm really excited that these people who haven't tried it before are going for it. And I have to get product out to some of them because I made the decision to gift it forward. and I know some other people are doing the same thing, or charging a $5 fee. So I'm stoked about my participation and some of yours too. So if you want to share how you got maybe a couple of your customers to jump in, we'd love to hear it, either aloud or in the chat. If you want to share how many people you've got joining us and or how you reached out and shared the invitation.
I'll share. I just got 2 more.
Yay!
And I just reached out to 2 people that I enrolled, and hopefully this will help get them on LRP. But one question, are we giving them, we're giving them 10 days and we're giving the full dose, right? 2.
Yes, that's what Erin made it sound like, so I'm just going to do that. I know it's going to probably actually be, they could probably take it more than 10 days because like I myself don't even take the full dose, and usually we start off with a half dose. So I'm curious to see with the kickoff call how they're going to recommend dosage for the challenge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yay, Zaisha. Okay. If
one
ahead.
more thing. Are we registering ourselves? Like, did you register yourself, Kate?
You know, I haven't, but I'm going to.
Okay, I was thinking too. I was like, do I register myself or do just my people?
I say do it just so you know what
emails.
information they're getting to, and I feel like we'll probably get some education from them at the same time. So I say go for it. And I think they know too, like when we put in our ID numbers on the Google form, because I did look at it, they'll know we're builders supporting people.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Well, if you haven't and you're like, oh, it might be too late. It's not too late. Go out. If you have, especially if you have people close by in your neighborhood or on Maui, you can still get their product to them for sure. So reach out, see if someone wants to do it, even if it's just one person. I mean, you're going to help them try something new that is going to support their health, and they're going to be grateful to you. So go for it. I'm excited to see our team show up with this challenge. It's pretty cool.
Kate, I wanted to share. So since I have like 4 people coming and then Lisa has 3, Lisa's son and she and her son have been collaborating, and I can't show you, but on my screen, if you can see, they made a tracker sheet, like a tracker sheet to track what you take. And it, like you see here is like the vitamins. And then this is here of reading a book, a self motivational, or what is it? Self-development book, and then drinking that 1 gallon of water. So they did visuals for each of those 3 things from Aaron's team requirements. So yeah, it was cool. So I wanted to share that with you folks.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Lisa, would you be open to sharing that with us?
Yeah, sure. So it's actually formatted so there's 4 on one page. So you would just give your participant like a quarter sheet. And I thought that would be easy, like you can clip it into your calendar. I'm toying with the idea of maybe running it through my laminator, and they can do like either a Sharpie or dry erase, so they could like use it for later.
I love that.
Yeah.
You're such a teacher.
Well, like sometimes I forget, and then so like I was telling Janice, this challenge is going to be good for me because I don't take the full dose either, because lunchtime is like, who has time to take medicine at lunch? So I just do morning. So I thought this would help me like remember that second dose. So
I love it. So smart. Yeah, we would love to get a copy. So maybe you can share with Janice, and then Janice can get it out to those on the call.
So I've asked him to put his watermark on it because he created it. And then it's not visual on there. So he's going to fix it. And then as soon as it's done, I'll email it to Jan, and then she can share it.
Yay. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
So cool. I love when we create things. So neat. Thank you. All right, so the next thing I just wanted to promote our event. I'm sure you've heard of it from either me or your leader, but we are going to get together again, which this was our last one. It was so fun to be just together. And we're going to do a couple of things this Saturday. So the first chunk, which is going to be 3 hours, is we're going to do kind of a workshop style, connect to our why, kind of why we're sharing. I'll be completely honest, I'm a little burnt out from Diamond Club. Like, it was a lot of work, and I know I went on vacation. I shouldn't say I'm burnt out, but coming back, I had to push pretty hard. So I'm looking forward to this myself because I know this month's a really big one, and I want to make sure I've got that oomph and that drive. And so I'm really looking forward to Saturday to go through this process. And I know Ray has some great ideas, and her and I work really well together. So together, we're going to lead us all through some exercises and things to really make us think about why we share oils, not just the surface of, oh, I love them, I want everyone to have them, but really digging deep into that, which is going to help us clarify our message when we're talking to people. It's going to help us in those moments where we're like, why am I doing this? Like, this is hard. I'm scared. I don't want to hear the no from people. I don't want to send that message. I don't want to talk about this. It's going to give us that fire and really give us that oomph and understand why we're doing it. So I really hope you can make it to the first part, because it's going to be totally worth it. And of course, we're going to sprinkle in a little BOGO prepping in that time. And then in the second part, we're going to celebrate Diamond Club, because we did it. We finished, whoa, we did it. It was a lot of work, and it was incredible. Like, I still can't believe we did that. So we're going to celebrate, which is much needed. And then Zaisha's mom, Renette, is going to do these really interesting butterfly readings with us. And she can do, I think, one person at a time. Takes about 15 minutes. And I think everyone's going to really enjoy that as well. So I hope you can come. I kind of just threw out the names I knew so far who are coming, because we do need kind of counts so we can kind of prep for supplies for the first part. And then also I'm figuring out what food we're going to get. So I'm thinking about just catering or getting ordering a bunch so that you don't have to worry about bringing food at that for that night. So far, we got all the leaders from the team, and then we have Bernice, Nicole's going to come for part, and also Leslie. So if you haven't RSVP'd yet, I'm looking at you, Beth. I see you. And you're in Maui. I know Ray's going to recreate this with her Oahu builders. But yes, Beth, you're saying yes, you're coming?
I will probably most likely be there at the second half of it. And I think Erin is not on island.
Oh, shucks. Okay.
But I will talk with Mel.
Yay. Awesome. We would love to have you. Sorry, peer pressure right there.
That's okay, Kate. You know I won't talk if I don't want to.
We have a very wonderful small group, so it's good. All right. Please, I really hope you can make it. It's going to be worth rearranging your schedules that day for sure. All right. And I'm going to hand it off to Tani.
Hello, everyone. So our July promos, we had the Terra Shield, which I'm excited about this month because I've been using a lot of the Terra Shield, and we went on a trip to Louisiana, and that came in handy big time. So Terra Shield is the free palm of the month. And what is today? The 12th, 13th? We have a couple more days to take advantage of that before the 15th. Lavender this month is 10% off. But actually using that oil quite often as well with bug bites and for my kiddos. And I'm super excited about launching the new hair care system. And I absolutely love the little cute, it's not in this picture, but the little travel size that comes along with it. So if you order it, they have an additional, you can get the little travel pack for only $10. So that's great. And I think it's only a limited item, I believe they said. It's not going to be always offered. So definitely take advantage of adding that on if you get the shampoo and conditioner. And I'm loving it. I like the new scent. I like the new smell. It has like a minty smell. Taylor, everybody uses in our house, but everybody seems to, yeah, we like the new collection. So excited about that. And then we have a new enrollment kit that came out. I love how doTERRA is always kind of adding new things for our customers, which is really cool. They've got a couple actually new things, but this collection is the Cura collection. Kind of covers all your bases. I believe us as customers can order as well, along with it being an enrollment kit. But it kind of covers it all: respiratory, sleep, digestion, skin, discomfort. And it's cool that they put this collection together. I'm not going to go through everything, but you can see in that picture the nice collection of stuff. So that's the new enrollment kit. What's awesome this month, people take advantage of that. We have the doTERRA dollar days, which is the $150. If you spend $150, it's not PV, it's dollars, right? Right on that? Yeah. Then you get the $50 free doTERRA, which is 50 PV in people's carts the following month. And I thought it was really cool. I saw somewhere had asked on our team page, there's that one kit that's $149.50, so it's like 50 weight. They're including that as well. They're making an exception, and that's included in the $150. So definitely an awesome month to get people enrolled, and that nice perk of the extra $50. So I'm trying to think what else the other thing I thought was cool for this month that they just started doing was for the enrollment kits, they have where you can select a bunch of, it's different on each enrollment kit. They offer different things, but is it 6 on each one? It's about that, where you can do add-ons. So if someone enrolls with a kit, an enrollment kit, it offers you just kind of like the LLV, where you can order additional things at a discounted price. So each kit has different selections of things that you can choose. And I thought that was a really nice addition that doTERRA is doing just for people who want to add additional things. It's a great way for people to try other products or grab another diffuser. So yeah, that's part of our started this month, which is great. I think I covered everything.
Yeah.
Did you miss anything?
I'm so glad you remembered about the Aroma Essentials kit, that they did that exception for the one, because it's only $149.50. So yes, and
Like so close.
I know it's like 50 cents. So
Yeah.
they did. And then when the BOGO box, crossing fingers, they do BOGO box again. If you're able to enroll with it, which I'm sure we will be able to, then you can offer your customer this $50 from doTERRA back, which is super awesome. So they get.
Ooh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
So keep that in mind when we get the word on BOGO boxes, but I'm sure it will be $150 or more. They're pretty smart about that stuff. So yeah, keep your eyes open for that one. All right, giveaway time. It's all Janet's, yeah?
That's Jan.
Okay, so we have BOGO. Oh, sorry. I was saying BOGO, not yet. I'm getting excited. Sorry. Okay, we have our giveaway. So let's see. We have, first off, we can share first what our giveaway is. If there's a way to just share the picture. So this is from Kate. Kate is gifting the winner tonight with, let's see.
Sorry.
No worries. This beautiful doTERRA backpack. Like, oh my God, I love bags, but I know can't qualify for this one. But it's a beautiful doTERRA, what's that? Leadership Retreat 2019 bag with a zip-on in the front and multiple handles on the top and the sides. It looks like that nice metallic silverish color with a light purple trim. So this is our lucky giveaway today. And then we have our Wheel of Names here. So let's see.
Sorry.
No, no worries.
How do I get
I had
it?
the same problem before last time when I had control of the slides. Totally understand.
Am I missing anybody? Bernice, Beth, Lisa, iPad, and Leo. I don't know who iPad was.
Lisa.
Ready?
Oh, you want to share the spinner?
Sorry.
There you go. No, no worries.
And Bernice.
Yeah.
Difficulties.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I'm officially the bag lady now. Thank you, Kate, and thank you, everybody.
She really is a bag lady.
Yeah.
I know this.
Totally is.
True.
She's a lot of 31 bags too from Hazel. Oh my goodness, too funny. We'll add this doTERRA bag to your collection. I hope you like it. It's very lightweight. It's a nice bag. All right, everyone. Well, that is our call tonight. We're so glad you came on. Hope you learned about the challenge. I hope you learned about movements and how you can be strategic and really support your customers and builders. We are here for you to help you every step of the way. And hopefully in 2 weeks, we'll have our call. If there is BOGOs happening, we might postpone it because we know how crazy it gets on those nights, especially right about now. They're releasing what's happening. But we will be in contact if that's the case. Definitely going to be strategizing with the leaders Saturday. And if you can't do that, definitely reach out if you have questions. We're here to help you meet those goals this month. We're super stoked. And on Wednesday of this week on our Essential Island Living page, or call, excuse me, we're going to have Zaisha's mom do the opener, and she's going to do a very special talking about intuition with your oils. And so I'm excited. I know I didn't say the name of that right, but she's going to be great. So you'll get a little intro to Renette there. And then Fraser's going to go over BOGO strategies. So please, please, please come to our call on Wednesday too if you can. Okay. Thank you for coming, everyone. Have a fabulous Monday and Tuesday and all week. Bye.